नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतुषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So welcome to all of you for this sixth day today. Time is passing very fast. How 6 days are over? We thought we just started first lecture. So yesterday we saw chapter number 9th and 10th, the most confidential knowledge, where Krishna is talking about himself and how to attain Krishna very easily. And 10th chapter about Chatur Shloki Geeta, and 4 verses enter Bhagavad Gita spoken. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti mato bhajante mam buddha bhava samandita matchitta madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te teshamevanukampartam aham ajnanajam tamah nashyami atma bhavastu jnana deepena bhasvatah. So try to recite some verses and learn, practice it, memorize. Then we saw how Arjuna accepted. After Krishna spoke about himself, Arjuna is accepting, yes, what I have heard from the scriptures, what I have heard from the sages, now you have also confirmed the same thing. You are the Supreme Lord and I surrender unto you. Still, for all of us, all of our benefit, Arjuna is asking Krishna, requesting Krishna to please show some opulences, talk about the opulence. And then Krishna speaks. And today, for the sake of those bogus people who say that I am God, you are God, everyone is God, how these cheaters are trying to portray that they are gods. So Arjuna, we'll see in today's chapter, Arjuna is requesting Krishna to please exhibit the universal form, the viratru. And then Krishna will exhibit the viratru. If anyone will tell you that I am God, you will just ask him one simple question. My dear God, please accept my pranams. And I am also surrendered like Arjuna has surrendered to you. But you have said in Bhagavad Gita, as you have said in Bhagavad Gita, that you are not partial, you are impartial. So you have shown the Virat Rupa form, the universal form to Arjuna. Will you not show it to me? Because you are impartial. And this person, who's the lowest of mankind, who's posing to be God, he will tell you, no, you are not yet ready. Yes, my Lord, even Arjuna was not ready. But you gave him the eyes to see you. Please give me the eyes so that I can see you. I can see the universal form. No, you are not ready for that. He'll keep postponing. You keep asking. Don't let him go. Then he will tell you at the end, let me go home. I'm not God. My wife is waiting. She will shout at me. I have come here to take vegetables. She is waiting for cooking the food for me and she'll shout at me. I'm not God. Let me go now. Then you say, okay, get lost. Kick him out. So that is why Arjuna is requesting Krishna, please show this universal form, because many imposters will come in Kali Yuga who will claim to be God. Nobody can show this. Not even Shiva and Brahma can show this form, because Shiva and Brahma are part of universal form. We'll see today how the Rudra is part of this universal form, Brahma, everything. I hope you would have read. I requested you, please read the chapter, at least the translation before you come. Only 2 chapters. It will not take more than 20 minutes. Then you can understand it much better. So please do it. So let us see. Arjuna's request to Krishna's description of his Virat Rupa. The first 8 verses. Arjuna said, by my hearing the instructions you have kindly given me about these most confidential spiritual subjects, my illusion has now been dispelled. No more doubts. I am completely in understanding that you are Supreme Lord. Still, I want to see your universal form. So Krishna is requested by Arjuna because of us. So he says, O lotus-eyed one, I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of every living entity and have realized your inexhaustible glories. Then he says, O greatest of all personalities, O supreme form, though I see you here before me in your actual position, as you have described yourself, I wish to see how you have entered into the cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours. Now, it's not that he's telling, this is how a disciple should be. He should not challenge the guru. You cannot challenge guru. You cannot challenge the scriptures. You cannot challenge Krishna. You cannot challenge any senior, ideally. Don't challenge any senior. That is not good for your bhakti. Which we have seen Arjuna speaking in chapter 2, text number 4 and 5. Arjuna is talking about this. So what he says, he is requesting, if you think, my Lord, if you think I am able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master of all mystic power, then kindly show me the unlimited universal self. If you think that I am qualified, that is how we should approach. It's not like that I have asked you the question, please give me the answer. No. I have asked the question, if you think I'm qualified, please reveal the knowledge to me. Please tell me the answer. If I'm not qualified, okay, you can ignore me. That's the real mood of a disciple. Then Krishna speaks, O Arjuna, whatever you wish to see, behold at once in this body of mind. This universal form can show you whatever you now desire to see and whatever you may want to see in future. Everything moving and non-moving is here completely in one place. Entire creation, entire universe, Krishna is showing at one place. Amazing. Within Krishna's body. Because everything, Krishna said in the 9th chapter, I told you, that Krishna says, everything is within me. Now Krishna is showing. Krishna showed this kind of Rupa to Mother Yashoda when he was only a few years old. He ate mud and Mother Yashoda said, Kanhaiya, open your mouth. Let me see if you have eaten mud. And he opens the mouth. Not only the mud, she sees the entire Brahmanda in that. She sees herself also looking into the mouth of Krishna. That's how mystical Krishna is. But you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you Divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyame yogam aishwaram. I give you this Divyam dadami te chakshu. Chakshu means eyes. Divyam, transcendental eyes. You cannot see with your eyes. So then, there's a description of viratru. So I am not getting into detail of description of viratru, which is how Sanjay describes from text number 9 to text number 14. I told you, because we have very limited time, we want to take a few verses and go a little deeper in that, try to understand more from the practical application of those verses. So then Sanjay is telling Dhritarashtra, because Sanjay also saw the viratru, and then he says that how unlimited arms, unlimited legs, unlimited heads, unlimited eyes and ears, unlimited mouths, and Brahma and Shiva and all the demigods. He is all pervading. That is how the meaning of Krishna is all pervading, omnipresent. So then Arjuna also starts speaking. So Sanjay spoke, almost 6 verses about describing the form of Krishna. But Arjuna sees form what his reaction is. When Arjuna sees how he reacts, it's important to know for us. And then Arjuna will get disturbed by seeing the form. We will see how it happens. So let's see what Arjuna is telling Krishna. Arjuna said, "My dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living beings. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents." Now is it clear that Krishna is Supreme Lord? Because Krishna can show Brahma, Krishna can show Shiva, Krishna can show Narayan. Krishna will show Narayan. Just wait and watch. When Bhishma, when Bhishma Dev was on the deathbed, Krishna was there. Bhishma requested that, "My dear Lord, now I wish to go. Ichha mrityu." He had a benediction. Whenever he wants to die, he'll die. He says, "My dear Lord, I have done service. I have fought the battle. I have spoken to Yudhishthir, whatever you wanted, whatever you desired. I wish to go now." Krishna says, "Yes, you have done great service. Such a devotional service you have done, O Bhishma, your name will be eternal. And now you may proceed to the eternal world." So then Bhishma is requesting Krishna that I am more attached to your 4-handed Narayana form. Can you show me that? So it's all right, whatever form you are attached to. So then Krishna showed 4-handed Narayana form to Bhishma. Nowhere you will find that Vishnu or Narayana is showing Krishna's form. So that also clarifies. And here also it's very clear how Krishna is Aham Adirhi Devana. Devo ke Devo Mahadev is also part of Krishna only. So I'm taking few verses. Arjuna is saying, all the hosts of demigods are surrendering before you. All the demigods. They are entering into you. Some of them very much afraid and are offering prayers with folded hands. Hosts of great sages and perfect being crying all peace and praying to you by singing the Vedic hymns. So everyone is, how Krishna speaks in Bhagavatam that this wind is blowing out of my fear. The sun is rising out of my fear. Everything is happening in this creation because of my order, and they fear if they don't follow the order, they'll be punished. Krishna is not ruthless, but here the emphasis on that how Krishna is the supreme controller. Krishna is sweetest of, is like most sweet personality, most compassionate and merciful. Then what he sees, Rudraditya Vasavo, Yecha Sadhya Vishwe, Ashvinau Marutas, Chosmapas, Cha, Gandharva, Yaksha Sura Siddha Sangha, Vikshante Tvam, Vishmitas Chaiva Sarve. All the various manifestations of Lord Shiva. It's a little complicated, but let me just tell you. All the various manifestations of Lord Shiva, Shiva also manifests in many forms. Na? Rudra, 11 Rudras. So now we'll not get into that, but Shiva has many forms, which he serves in with different forms. He serves Krishna. The Adityas, the Vasus, the Sadhyas, the Vishwe, Devas, the two Ashvis, the Marutas, the forefathers, the Gandharvas, the Yakshas, the Asura, and the perfected demigods are beholding you in wonder. Everyone is, beholding you in wonder. So it's very clear that Krishna is Krishna and demigods are demigods, and Shiva is also a servant of Krishna, a devotee of Krishna. Then he says, very interesting. Oh, all pervading Vishnu, seeing you with your many radiant colors touching the sky, your gaping mouths, and your great glowing eyes, my mind is perturbed by fear. I can no longer maintain my steadiness or equilibrium of mind. Entire creation, entire universe, Arjuna is seeing in one place. It's like, because this is all 3D, na? He is seeing in real. It's not even 3D, it's real. So, this is how Arjuna is disturbed. Why is Arjuna disturbed? Why a devotee should be disturbed seeing the forms of Krishna? Because these are not sweet forms of Krishna. This is opulence of Krishna, and devotee is not interested. Okay, your material creation, everything, it's okay, but I want to see you, not your energy. The demons are behind the energy of God and not God, and devotees are behind God and not energy. Energy means creation, means opulence. Like Ravana was a demon. He was behind Mother Sita. He wanted Sita to enjoy. He didn't want Ram. Hanuman wanted Ram, and all the Sugriva and everyone, they wanted Ram and Sita together. But Ravana was a demon. So someone asked on that day, what if I just worship Lakshmi ji? That's not very good. You worship Lakshmi Narayana. That's more important. Not only Lakshmi, but Lakshmi Narayana. So then why is he disturbed? Because he is a devotee and does not like to see this form. So he will request. And after a few verses, we'll see Arjuna's request to change the form. Now what is he saying? See, Krishna is showing him. Krishna told Arjuna, you don't want to fight, Arjuna, you want to go home? Go home. But take my words. These sons of Dhritarashtra and Bhishma and Karna and Drona, they will all die here on the battlefield. They will not go home. Either you fight or not, they are going to die. And Krishna is actually showing that all the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their allied kings and Bhishma, Drona and Karna, and our chief soldiers, even our soldiers, are rushing into fearful mouth. And this is, a devotee cannot see. And some I see trapped with heads, their heads smashed between your teeth. It's like, this viratru Kala is just chewing, and all the bodies are going. Like you see this, the machine to take out sugarcane juice. So these teeth are moving, and Some soldiers are actually half, inside the mouth, half outside the mouth, and their body is torn apart into pieces. Who will want to see this form? Devotees don't like this form. But Krishna is assuring Arjuna, you see, and that is why who actually killed everyone? It is Krishna, not Arjuna. And that is, then what is Arjuna's role? Krishna will tell Arjuna what you should do. Then he says, "O Lord of the Lords, so fierce of form, please tell me who you are." Now he's like, "Who are you? I thought you are my friend. But you are someone else now. Who are you?" Because seeing the opulence, like, if you play with a friend from childhood and he is playing with you, and suddenly after 10 years, he comes in a Mercedes car and so many servants and very nice expensive clothes and expensive watches and everything. Huh? Who are you? You are my friend. What is this? From where is all opulence? So now he's asking, who are you, Krishna? I thought you are my friend. I offer my obeisance unto you. Please be gracious to me. You are the primal Lord. I want to know about you, for I do not know what your mission is. So then Krishna speaks. Please hear these words, these verses very carefully. What Krishna will speak now. Krishna says, Kalo asmi lokashayash krita pravaddo. I am the Kala. The Supreme Personality of Godhead says, time I am the great destroyer of the worlds. And I have come here to destroy all people, with exception of you, the Pandavas. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. Powerful verse. This was the verse based on which Bhagavad Gita was banned in Russia. Some 12 years back, 10, 12 years back. Bhagavad Gita was banned in Russia. They are reading a book. This Bhagavad Gita talks about violence and their God is destroyer. Yes, God is destroyer. God is creator and God is destroyer and God is maintainer. What is the big deal? If you are a devotee, you will be maintained. If you are not a devotee, you will be destroyed. Then obviously they understood the fact. So this was the verse reading which they thought, what is this? Their God has come to destroy everyone. Yes, everyone will be destroyed. Time machine. Then he says, therefore, now what Arjuna should do? Krishna has killed everyone. So what is the role of Arjuna? So Krishna is telling the duty of Arjuna. Therefore, get up, prepare to fight and win glory. Conquer your enemies and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, and you, O Sabyasachi, can be but an instrument in the fight. Nimitta matram bhava Sabyasachi. So Krishna has killed everything. But what is your duty? You still fight as a duty and take the credit. So actually, who is the doer? Krishna is the doer. And then Krishna speaks this verse. Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna and other great warriors have already been destroyed by me. Therefore, kill them and do not be disturbed. Simply fight and you will vanquish your enemies in the battle. So everything in this creation is actually happening because of Krishna. We are just instruments. We should perform duty thinking that I am an instrument. Everything is pre-decided. Material, not spiritual, material. So whether you study hard or study as a duty, you will get same marks. So here it is said, study as a duty. And whatever result you get, be peaceful. Because that is given to you by Krishna as per your karma. So you work hard to earn money, but not so much that you do not have time for bhakti. You perform a duty at your job at your business, at your home, in school and college, as a duty, and Krishna will give result as per your karma. And save the time for practicing bhakti. Now, Arjuna speaks here again. Arjuna is praying to Krishna. O master of the senses, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name. I've taken this so beautiful verses. He's saying, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name. So we should all chant and do kirtan and tell others about the names of Krishna. Why? Because everyone will become joyful by hearing Krishna's name. And thus everyone becomes attached to you. Although the perfected beings offer you their respectful homage, the demons are afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done. O great one, greater even than Brahma, you are the original creator. Why then should they not offer their respectful obeisance unto you? O limitless one, God of gods, refuge of the universe. Huh? On that day, someone was telling, no, Deva Adidev, Mahadev. So here is the God of gods. You are the invincible source, the cause of all the causes, transcendental to this material manifestation. Thinking of you as my friend, I have rashly addressed you, O Krishna, O Yadava, O my friend, and not knowing your glories. Please forgive whatever I may have done in madness or in love. I have dishonored you many times, jesting. It's resting. Okay, jesting as we relax, lay on the same bed or sat or ate together, sometimes alone and sometimes in front of many friends. O infallible one, please excuse me for all those offenses. Now, Krishna and Arjuna, they're very, good friends, thick friendship. So obviously, sometime in friendship, you joke and you joke on other person also, on the friend. And now he's realizing, my Lord, I joked with you, I joked about you, I ate with you, and I thought you are my friend, but who are you? You are the unlimited Supreme Lord. So Arjuna is disturbed. That sweetness is covered by the greatness of Krishna. I told you yesterday we have to move from greatness to sweetness. Now Arjuna's sweetness is covered by greatness, but that will be for a few moments. Krishna will remove that greatness and Arjuna will again become a friend of Krishna. Because that is how devotees like to see Krishna. Then he says, after seeing this universal form, very important. Now, in these few verses, you will see how Krishna is the source of Narayana also. Krishna has not come from Narayana or Vishnu. Vishnu and Narayana have come from Krishna. That you will see in these verses. After seeing this universal form, which I have never seen before, I am gladdened, but at the same time, my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of Godhead. O Lord of the Lords, O abode of the universe. Please remove this. I told you I want to see, but now, I don't want to see this. O universal form, O thousand-armed Lord, I wish to see you in four-armed form, with helmeted head, with club, wheel, conch, and lotus flower in your hands. I long to see you in that form. Shankh, Chakra, Gada, Padma, and Kiritam. Kirita is Mukuta. So Arjuna is requesting Krishna, remove this universal form. I'm scared. I'm disturbed. I don't want to see this. I want to see you in your four-handed form. And then Arjuna will be shown by Krishna the four-handed form. And then Arjuna will say, now, my Lord, I want to see you in the original form. What does it mean? मुझे आप चतुर्भुज का रूप दिखाइए, और उसके बाद अर्जुन कहेंगे कि मुझे अब अपना वास्तविक रूप दिखाइए। तो चतुर्भुज से भी ओरिजिनल और कुछ है, और वो है कृष्ण, श्याम सुंदर, देवकी नंदन, यशोदा नंदन कृष्ण। लेट्स सी। Only a pure devotee, only pure devotees can see Krishna's two-handed supreme form. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my Arjuna, my dear Arjuna, happily I have shown you my internal potency, this universal form within the material world. No one before you has ever seen this primal form, unlimited and full of glaring effulgence. O best of the Kuru warriors, no one before you have ever seen this universal form of mine, for neither by studying the Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charity, nor by pious activities, nor by severe penances can I be seen in this form in the material world. Right now, the time is 8:04, and it's night. Everywhere in India, you will not be able to see sun. If I say I want to see sun, please raise the hand if any one of you can show me sun right here, right now. Whatever money you want, I'll give you. Whatever money is the one thing, everything is being measured. But you won't be able to show. Nobody can show. We cannot force the sun. When sun will come, rise on its own, when sun will see us through his light, then we can see the sun. Similarly, the example is given to understand that we cannot force Krishna to come in front of us. It is Krishna who will be pleased by our bhakti and will show us his form. Oh Krishna, I have read all the Vedas, I have read all the Puranas, I have read Bhagavad Gita, I remember, I have memorized all the 700 verses. I have read Bhagavad Gita like 10,000 times. Come in front of me. Krishna will do like this. Only when you become a pure devotee, when you engage yourself in bhajan, in Krishna's devotional service with humility, not with pride, with humility, then only Krishna, out of his own sweet will appear in front of you. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santah sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti. These santah, these sages, always see the form of Krishna. Why? Because they have premanjana. In their eyes are, filled with love. So when you have love for Krishna, when you have devotion for Krishna, Krishna will manifest himself in front of you. That is the power of bhakti. Only by bhakti, Krishna will be forced to appear in front of you. But otherwise, you cannot force Krishna to come and give you darshan. It is Krishna's will if he wants to show you his form. So Krishna is telling, not by any method you can see me, Arjuna. Not by Vedas, studying Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charity, nor by pious activities, nor by severe penances. But still we have to do all this. But with love and devotion. If you add love and devotion with all these things, then Krishna will appear. So Sanjay is telling to Dhritarashtra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, having spoken thus to Arjuna, displayed his real four-arm form and at last showed his two-arm form, thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna. Then Arjuna speaks after seeing the four-handed form and again back to the two-handed form. So Arjuna is speaking. When Arjuna thus saw Krishna in his original form, he said, "Oh Janardana, seeing this human-like form, so very beautiful, I am now composed in mind and I am restored to my original nature as a friend and as a devotee." That is the original nature. Drishtvedam manusham rupam. This human-like form. This is the original form of yours. Then Krishna speaks these last four verses. Very important. And this is our teaching. After seeing the viratru, what we supposed to do. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, this form of mine you are now seeing is very difficult to behold. Even the demigods are ever seeking the opportunity to see this form which is so dear." Now, let me ask you a question. Krishna is saying this form is very difficult to behold, even for the demigods. So when Krishna appeared 5,000 years back, Krishna is always there, but he is an unmanifested form, avyakta murtaye. But 5,000 years back, he was manifested. He manifested himself, vyakta. So then Brahma is there, Shiva is there, everyone can see Krishna. Why is Krishna saying it is so rare for them to see? And obviously Brahma came, Shiva came to see darshan, Indra came. So they only came when Krishna allowed them to come. Even though Krishna is in front of you, you will not be able to see him. Krishna appeared in front of Duryodhana so many times, but Duryodhana couldn't understand that he is Supreme Lord. Why? Because his intelligence was contaminated. He had no devotion, no love. So Shiva, Brahma, Indra, all they were praying, practicing bhakti. And so Krishna allowed them to come and have darshan. And this personality, Krishna, who appeared 5,000 years. Now hear this very, very attentively. Something which will blow off your mind. So Krishna, the Supreme Lord, coming from Goloka Vrindavan, the son of Mother Jashoda and Nanda Baba, he does not appear every time. He only appears in one day of Brahma. Lord Narayan appears, Lord Ram appears, Lord Vasudeva appears, but Krishna doesn't come. Krishna comes once in a day of Brahma. That is 432 crores years and same amount of night. So in 864 crores years, Krishna appears just once for 125 years. Try to digest it. हजम करिए इस बात को कि 864 करोड़ सालों में भगवान कृष्ण यशोदानंदन कृष्ण सिर्फ एक बार आते हैं और वो अब भी आए सिर्फ 5000 साल पहले. कितने भाग्यशाली हम. और 8064 करोड़ साल में वही कृष्ण भगवान चैतन्य महाप्रभु के रूप में एक बार आते हैं सिर्फ 48 सालों के लिए और वे आए थे 500 साल पहले. Lord Chaitanya appears only once in the day of Brahma. After Krishna comes, Lord Chaitanya comes. So 864 crores years. And he appears only for 48 years. And he appeared 535 years ago in the holy land of Mayapur, just to teach us how to practice bhakti. So Krishna has 64 qualities, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also has 64 qualities because he is Krishna. He's not avatar, he's also avatari. He's same Krishna. That is why Mayapur Dham, which is in Bengal, apparently, is not different from Vrindavan Dham. Anyone who says that Mayapur is different from Vrindavan is a pakhandi, is a cheater, and will be punished. He does not know. And next month, no, in March of first week, we are going to Mayapur Dham to see the different places, pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, birthplace of Lord Chaitanya. Like Vrindavan, we go, we see the birthplace of Krishna. Then we see all different pastimes of Krishna. Similarly, in Mayapur, we see pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and also in Jagannath Puri, his pastimes. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also appears in 864 crores years only once, and he appeared just now. And Prabhupada is in Parampara of Mahaprabhu. Imagine how fortunate we are that we are receiving. We are actually so close to Krishna because we are connected to Prabhupada by reading his books. So close to Krishna. हाथी निकल गया है, पूछ बाकी है. अच्छे से भक्ति करेंगे तो पूछ भी निकल जाएगा और हम लोग भगवान के धाम गोलोक वृंदावन में पहुंच जाएंगे. थोड़ा सा आपको भक्ति करने का आवश्यकता है. So close, so fortunate. इसी कलयुग में भगवान कृष्ण चैतन्य महाप्रभु के रूप में, इस कलयुग में. So please try to understand your great fortune and accept this process of bhakti and never leave it. Then Krishna speaks these two verses, very interesting. We'll discuss on this. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am, standing before you, and can thus be directly seen. Only in this way you can enter into the mysteries of my understanding. Bhaktya to ananya shakya. Only by undivided devotional service. Ananya. So you see, this sannyasi standing is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is showing us, because he has manifested in the form of a devotee, and he is showing the Lord of Gopis, Gopinath. And this is the place in Jagannath Puri known as Tota Gopinath temple. Tota means garden. And Krishna is not standing in that temple. Krishna is sitting. Krishna बैठे हुए हैं उस temple में पालती मोर. एक ही temple है पूरे दुनिया में where Krishna is seated. So anyone of you who are coming Puri will see this darshan of Tota Gopinath. Same darshan which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing to devotees. So only by undivided devotional service, there is no other way. So only by bhakti you can attain Krishna. You cannot show any power, anything to Krishna. Krishna is only sold out to his devotees who are completely engaged in devotional service. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. Bhajatam priti purvakam, loving devotional service. Premamai seva, premamai bhakti. And this Premamai Seva and Premamai Bhakti, loving devotional service, is only practiced under the instructions of Guru and Acharya. You cannot just go to YouTube, you cannot just go to Google and say, oh, I want Krishna Bhajan, I want to know about Krishna, I want to know about his Ras Leela. No, it's all bogus. You will not attain Krishna. You cannot attain Krishna by your intelligence. You have to surrender to such an Acharya to reach to Krishna. There is no other way. Absolutely no other way. So we should be intelligent and not be bewildered and become foolish or be fooled by the mind. We should surrender to Prabhupada and his instructions and his teachings and accept those teachings given by Prabhupada coming from Krishna with full faith and conviction. And then you will attain Krishna. You will see Krishna face to face. Now, very interesting verse is coming. What we are supposed to do. What is Bhakti? Prabhupada says this is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Mat karma krin mat paramo mat bhakta sangha varjitah nirvaira sarva bhuteshu yasa mameti pandava. Mat karma krit. 5 things Krishna is telling. What we are supposed to do. Someone will ask, what is my duty? This is your duty. Mat karma krit. That means one who engages in my pure devotional service. Considering me as supreme. Mat paramo. Mat bhakta. Become my devotee. Sangha varjita. Free from the contamination of fruitive activities, mental speculation. Nirvaira sarva bhuteshu. Nirvaira. He has no enmity to anyone. He is friend to all living entities. Yah samameti pandava. He who practices all these 5 things, he certainly comes to me. Krishna is telling. So what is mat karma krit? It's very simple. Mat karma krit means perform the duties. Do something for me. See, every one of you are earning money, building houses, building businesses, everything. Try to build a temple for Krishna. That is mat karma krit. Do some service to Krishna. And Krishna is supreme. So considering Krishna as supreme, serve him. Mat bhakta, become devotee. Sangha varjita. Disassociate yourself from different modes of material nature and fruitive activities and mental speculation. Jnana karmadhi anavritam. Jnana yoga, jnana, karma, dhyan, sab chhod do. Sirf bhakti. Nirvaira sarva bhuteshu. Nirvaira. Very matlab dushmani. Nirvaira. No dushmani. No enmity with anyone. Become friendly to all living beings. Even if one is trying to harm you, become friend of him. Ajata shatrava shantaha. Ajata shatru. Then you will attain Krishna. Now we move on to chapter 12, which is one of the smallest chapters. Chapter 15 and chapter 12 are smallest, only 20 shlokas. Now, many a times we hear that God is impersonal. भगवान निराकार है, उनका कोई रूप नहीं है. So why don't we ask Krishna? Here Arjuna is directly asking Krishna, my Lord, which is better? Yes, भगवान निराकार हैं क्योंकि उनका कोई भौतिक आकार नहीं है. और ऐसा नहीं कि कृष्ण को कोई आकार ही नहीं है. If there was no form to Krishna, why would Arjuna say, please show me the original form? Arjuna would have just said, Remove everything and show me the Nirakar group. So then here Arjuna is asking question for all of us. Arjuna inquired, which are considered to be more perfect, those who are always properly engaged in your devotional service, or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested? Evam satata yukta ye bhaktas tvam paripasate ye chapi aksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Which is best? Which category of people are best? One who is engaging in your devotional service, or one who is worshipping the impersonal Brahman? So कृष्ण स्वयं बता रहे हैं ना कि निराकार अच्छा है कि साकार अच्छा है. क्यों भटक रहे हो संसार में ढोंगी गुरुओं से पूछने के लिए, जब कृष्ण साक्षात बता रहे हैं यहाँ पे. श्री भगवान उवाच मय्यावेश मनो ये माम नित्य युक्त उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेतास्ते में युक्त तमामतः. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, those who fix their minds on my personal form and are always engaged in worshipping me with great and transcendental faith are considered to be most perfect by me. Te me yukta tamam mataha. It's my opinion. क्या वैल्यू है दूसरों के ओपिनियन की, दूसरों के मत की, जब कृष्ण ने अपना मत दे दिया है तो? What is the value of opinion of others when Krishna is personally giving his opinion that the personal form, worship to personal form and service with great faith is topmost? Then he'll say ahead, now what about others who are worshipping the impersonal form, निराकार ब्रह्म की जो पूजा करते हैं, उनका क्या होगा? So then Krishna says, क्लेशो अधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्त सक्त चेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम् देववाद्भिरवाप्यते. For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is very troublesome. क्लेशो, क्लेश ही क्लेश होगा उनके जीवन में जो निराकार ब्रह्म की पूजा करते हैं. To make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied. बहुत कठिन है, नहीं पहुंच पाएंगे. साकार का भक्ति करिए और उसमें भी कृष्ण के रूप का भक्ति करिए. Now what are different ways of different stages of devotion? अलग अलग भक्ति के स्तर हैं. कोई बोलेगा मैं ये नहीं कर सकता, तो कृष्ण बोलते हैं ठीक है, ये नहीं कर सकते तो ये करो, ये नहीं कर सकते तो ये करो, ये नहीं. 5 स्टेज बताएंगे कृष्ण. 5 stages of bhakti. Krishna will talk about 5 stages of bhakti, which we will see now. Okay, first, mayeva mana आदत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवशस्यसि मयि एव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशय. Just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always without a doubt. First level, the topmost level, completely absorb in Krishna. Difficult, so difficult, but that is where we have to reach. 24 hours I am not thinking about anything but Krishna. That is what we have, that is where we have to reach. But Arjuna is saying, Arjuna is looking, I cannot practice. Then Krishna says, okay, don't worry, Arjuna. If you are not able to do that, then come to this level. Atachittam samadhatum na shaknoshi mai sthiram abhyasena abhyasa yogena tato mamichhaptum dhananjaya. My dear Arjuna, O winner of the wealth, if you cannot fix up your mind upon me, if you're not able to perform bhakti on the topmost level, then follow the regulative principles of bhakti yoga. In this way, develop a desire to attain me. Okay, if you're not able to fix your mind always in my form, my service, okay, then practice the regulative principles of bhakti. Bhakti mein niyam hote hain. It's very interesting. No? Krishna is telling practice the regulative principles of bhakti. Krishna is not just telling bhakti. That means there are some regulations, some principles in bhakti which have to be formed. There are some niyams of bhakti. You cannot perform bhakti without any rule and regulations. So the first principle is Guru Pada Ashraya. Find out a bona fide guru. You don't have to find out. It's already done. Prabhupada is that bona fide guru. Surrender unto him. That's the first principle. There are 64 principles. So many, there are not so many rules, but they're very easy if you start following. Chant Hare Krishna mantra, eat. Whenever you want to eat anything, offer it to Krishna and then honor it. Read Bhagavad Gita, read Bhagavatam. Follow the instructions of Guru, which is most important, because he will teach you what are the rules and regulations, how to practice it, what to do, what not to do. The do's and don'ts all will be taught by the Guru, but the bona fide Guru, not the bogus Guru. So if you're not able to do the topmost, absorb your mind and intelligence in me, okay, then practice. This is where we should immediately come. This is where we can come immediately. Chant Hare Krishna, follow the Ekadashi Vrata, then read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, then offer food to Krishna and then eat. Don't eat anything which is unoffered to Krishna. You know, this is how. And there are so many other principles. You know, you can have a plant of Tulsi in your house, offer some water to Tulsi, and then do some parikrama, pradakshana to Tulsi. Offer obeisances to devotees, offer obeisances to deity, Mam Namaskuru, Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru, offer worship to the Lord. They are very simple principles. It's very loving. That's why it is called loving devotional service, because the moment you start practicing devotional service, you will start developing love. So loving devotional service. This is where we can reach immediately from today, from now onwards. Then if you cannot practice the regulation of bhakti, abhyase api asamartho asi. Asamartho, aap nahi kar sak rahe ho, asamartho. Mat karma paramo bhava. Mad artham api karmani kurvam siddhim apapyasi. If you cannot practice the regulations of bhakti yoga, then just try to work for me, because by working for me, you will come to the perfect stage. So this is Nishkam Karma Yoga. So work for Krishna. Then you will reach to second level. So this is there. Then next level. If however you are unable to work in this consciousness of me, then try to act giving up the result, all results of your work, and try to be self-situated. Sarva karma phalatyagam. It looks difficult. Krishna is keeping it on the fourth level, but it looks very difficult. Actually, it's on the fifth level. The verse will be, interchanged. So, how can you give all the results? So, the first three methods, fixing the mind in Krishna and intelligence, or otherwise abhyasa yuktena, abhyasa yoga, mam ichhaptum, developing desire to attain Krishna by practice of sadhana bhakti. And the third, shloka number 10, mat karma, work for me, and come to the perfect stage. These three are direct bhakti. And the text number 11 and 12, it's indirect. So 11 says, कर्म फल त्यागम, सर्व कर्म फल त्यागम, सभी फल, जितने भी आपके फल हैं घर में, फ्रिज में, वो सब त्याग दो. No, Krishna is saying whatever you do, whatever results you are attaining, whatever you are earning, give to me. And it's easy to give. How many of you can give 100% of your salary to Krishna? Please raise your hand. How many of you can give sarva karma phala tyagam? 100% of salary you are ready to give to Krishna. Good. ये देख रहे हो क्या है? रंजय जी दिख रहा है क्या है? रसीद बुक है, इसको भेज रहा हूं आपके पास. कुरियर कर देता हूं पूरा. So what is the meaning of 100% giving to Krishna? See, it's very simple. Whatever you are earning, you will eat food. So then you will bring grains and vegetables, fruits, milk, all these products, and you cook. You offer it to Krishna. So that means whatever you spend money on these things, you are actually giving it to Krishna. Have a small altar. हमने कल बताया ना, छोटा टेम्पल ही हो घर में, बट होना चाहिए मंदिर. Then you start chanting. Obviously, you need to wear some clothes. You cannot be without clothes. So you spend money on clothes because you are engaged in bhakti. So anything you engage in your service also, which is helping in Krishna's service, that actually is used in Krishna's service. That is household's duty. Obviously, you should give some charity. I'm not saying that everything you should keep, but give some charity. In the 17th chapter, Krishna speaks about charity in the mode of goodness, charity in the mode of passion, charity in the mode of ignorance. Tomorrow we'll see what are these modes. We are hearing these modes. Tomorrow we'll see what are 3 modes of material nature. So we should give charity, we should give donation only to those people who are engaged in preaching Krishna consciousness, like Prabhupada, and no one else. If you give something to beggar, भिखारी को देखा 10 रुपया दे दिया, वो जाके सिगरेट पी लेगा, आपको कर्मा लगेगा. You will have to go to hell because you gave donation to him and now he is smoking cigarette. That's how karma works. So give some donation, practice bhakti, have an altar at home, and then go for these yatras, spend money. Why I'm talking about money? Because nowadays everything is in money. Sarva karma phala, yahi to hai. Whatever you earn, whatever you are doing, you are earning money, you are getting money. So everything is counted in money. It's not that we are greedy for money. We are serving Lakshmipati. We are not worried. So then you go for these yatras with devotees. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he sings that, my dear Lord, I want to go and visit the places like Vrindavan, Mayapur and Jagannath Puri with your devotees. I will not go alone. Pranay Bhakata Sanghe. I will go with your devotees and they will show me the Leela Sthalis. So you will have to spend some money for it. So that also will be Sarva Karma Phala Tyagam. Don't spend anything where you are trying to enjoy independently of Krishna. That is the meaning of Sarva Karma Phala Tyagam. Otherwise, not possible. But I'm happy that 5-6 of you said that you are ready to give 100% of the salary. So we are building this temple of Vedic Planetarium. Is the largest temple of Krishna in the entire world. And it's huge temple. Whoever is coming to Mayapur with us, we are going in March. You can register. We'll send the poster. Registration still open. So if you come, you see huge structure. Bhagavan hai, he is the supreme Lord. His temple should not be small, tiny. Okay, he will sit in your heart, he will sit in your small altar in the temple, in your home. That's okay. But we should build something very great. So we are building there. We are building so many temples. In Bombay, we are building in Kharghar. Then we are building in Vasai, Virar, Thane. Why we are building so many temples? So someone asked me, we went to ask donation to some person. We said, please give donation. You're such a big businessman, earning like crores of rupees. Give some donation for the temple. He says, Prabhu, what is the use of temple? You should distribute some blankets, you should distribute some food. Then we said, there are so many organizations who are not spiritual, but they are distributing blankets and clothes and medicines and treatment and food and everything. Who is distributing bhakti? That is more important, because whatever you are saying, clothes, food, shelter, okay, they are required, but they are for the body. Who's doing for the mind? Who's doing for the intelligence? Who's doing for the soul? We are giving Mahamantra, that is for the soul and the mind. We are giving Bhagavad Gita. We are distributing Bhagavad Gita. In the month of December, ISKCON has distributed 25 lakhs of Bhagavad Gitas, 27 lakhs of Bhagavad Gitas, only in 1 month of December. We work hard. We are giving for intelligence. We are giving for soul. It's not that, oh, I am from ISKCON, that is why I'm saying. I came to ISKCON by knowing this, that what ISKCON is doing. And so many people, Abhi, just before the lecture, 7:15, I was in the temple hall. And thousands of people, thousands of corona ka baap aa jaye. Thousands of people are queuing up to take darshan of Lord. Kyun aate hain mandir? Why they come to temple? Because they get some peace of mind. They're not hungry. They're not coming to eat some khichdi here. They don't have peace of mind. They're coming. They sit, they hear kirtan, they take darshan. They get so much peace of mind. Who is giving that? Can you bring peace of mind to a person by giving him food, cloth, shelter? That is temporary. So then we told to that donor and he said yes. Now I understood that ISKCON is actually doing the best social service for the entire society without any discrimination. You are a Hindu, you are a Muslim, you are Christian, you are Chinese, you are Russian, you are African, Australian. No matter. Doesn't matter. Bhakti is for everyone because Krishna is one supreme God. He is not a Hindu God. Dictionary खोल के देखेंगे, who is Krishna? Krishna is a Hindu God. No, Krishna is not Hindu God. Krishna is the supreme God. Even for Brahma and Shiva, what to talk about everyone else? It is great misfortune that even Hindus in India, they do not know what is Bhagavad Gita. It's a great misfortune. So we are trying to give Bhagavad Gita and peace of mind and bhakti and happiness, and eventually everyone will attain Krishna, whoever practices bhakti. So then I realized, when I saw Krishna, I saw ISKCON 17 years back, I realized that ISKCON is doing the real social service. Nobody can match what ISKCON is doing. Because ISKCON is doing for the soul, for the eternal soul, not for the body. Yeah, body also. We are giving food. We are also distributing food. We are distributing prasad. And next verse, Krishna speaks is, if you cannot do that, if you cannot take to this practice, then engage yourself in the cultivation of knowledge. Better than knowledge, however, is meditation, and better than meditation is renunciation of fruits of action. Why? By such renunciation, one can attain the peace. ध्यानात कर्म फल त्यागस. अभी फिर कर्म फल त्याग आ गया. क्या होगा कर्म फल त्याग करने से? त्यागात शांतिर अनंतरम, अनंत शांति का अनुभव होगा. You will get unlimited peace of mind. जब आप त्यागते हो तब आप शांति का अनुभव करते हो. जब आप भोगते हो तब आप अशांति का अनुभव करते हो. तो अगर आपको शांति चाहिए तो त्यागना सीखो. आपको अशांति चाहिए तो भोगते रहो. That is why people all over the world, सब लोग भोगने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं, इसीलिए इतना अशांति है. त्याग कोई कोई बात नहीं कर रहा है, सब भोगना चाहते हैं। अरुणाचल प्रदेश मुझे चाहिए, नहीं ये हमारा है। कश्मीर मुझे चाहिए, नहीं ये हमारा है। सब भोगना चाहते हैं। कोई भी ये इतने अच्छी अच्छी सुंदर जगह है, पूरा अशांत करके बैठे हैं। हमारी एक माता जी अटेंड कर रही है कश्मीर से, शी इज सिटिंग इन द प्रोग्राम, सच अ ब्यूटीफुल वैली। अरुणाचल प्रदेश, कश्मीर, एवरीथिंग इज लाइक ये हमारा है, वो हमारा है। Nobody is talking about that. Everything is Krishna's. What is yours? माँ का गर्भ से लेके पैदा हुए थे क्या? हाँ? बाप को दहेज में मिला था? Everything belongs to Krishna. Nothing belongs to any individual living entity. सारी भूमि गोपाल की है। Everything belongs to Krishna. अरे कृष्णा यहाँ पे, कृष्ण के अवतार के अवतार के अवतार के अवतार के अवतार महाविष्णु सांस छोड़ते हैं तो करोड़ों करोड़ों ब्रह्मांड बाहर निकलते हैं, और ये छोटा छोटा कश्मीर और अरुणाचल प्रदेश और पता नहीं इजराइल और गाजा और किस पे लड़ाई करते हैं। मूर्खता है, फुलिशनेस। एवरीथिंग विल बी डिस्ट्रॉयड। अभी देखा ना, टाइम आई एम द डिस्ट्रॉयर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड्स। मैं समय हूं, मैं काल हूं, और मैं सब बर्बाद कर देता हूं। और यहाँ बैठ के हम लोग खेती कर रहे हैं। छोटे बच्चे होते हैं ना, समुद्र किनारे माता पिता जाते हैं, छोटा बच्चा भी जाता है, तो छोटा बच्चा रेत से कुछ कुछ बनाता है। हम माता पिता अपने बैठ के बात करते हैं, और फिर 1-2 घंटा हो जाता है, बच्चे को बोलते चलो बेटा, हाँ मैंने घर बनाया है, मुझे यहीं रहना है। नहीं, चलो टाइम हो गया। नहीं, मैंने घर बनाया, मुझे यहीं रहना। तो उसको 2-3 बार समझाते, नहीं समझता, फिर पिताजी क्या करते हो, लात मार के घर तोड़ देते और पानी आके पूरा खत्म कर देता है। चलो, तो ऐसे ही ये पूरा संसार खत्म हो जाएगा। हमने कहा सारी भूमि गोपाल की है, तो एक माता जी कहती हैं गोपाल मेरा है, यानी कि सारी भूमि भी आपकी हो गई। Yes, that is how. If you want to become controller of the supreme controller, then you are controller of everyone. कृष्ण को अपने प्रेम के बंधन में बांध लीजिए, कृष्ण बंध जाएंगे। यशोदा ने बांधा, गोपियों ने बांधा। ग्वाल बाल नचाते हैं कृष्ण को। वो कृष्ण लीला वाला भेजा ना, सुनिए, ग्वाल बाल नचाते हैं कृष्ण को। They make him dance. Krishna is dancing for them. The Supreme Lord is dancing at the fingertips of his devotees. उंगलियों के इशारों पे नाच रहे हैं भगवान, जो काल को भी दाल पिला दे ऐसे भगवान उंगलियों पे नाच रहे हैं। Krishna is becoming the chariot driver, Partha Sarthi. He is becoming driver for his friend, for his devotee. That Krishna, if you practice devotional service, he is yours. When Krishna is talking about Krishna is talking about the qualities which are dear to Krishna. We should have these qualities. So let me show you just some glimpse. I'll show you what are the qualities. Show you list in a tabular form. You read this wonderful qualities. In 13 chapters again, we will see some qualities, and Krishna will talk about these qualities. Chapter 12. So these are the qualities. Non-envious. That means nor does a devotee become his enemy's enemy also. Kind friend to all living beings, does not think himself a proprietor. Nirahankara, free from false ego, equal in both happiness and distress, tolerant, always satisfied. Whatever comes, yadrichaya labha santushto. Whatever comes by mercy of Lord, accept it. Self-controlled, engage in devotional service with determination, mind and intelligence fixed on Krishna. He by whom nobody is put into difficulty. किसी को भी दुख मत दो, तकलीफ मत दो. Equipoised in happiness and distress, fear and anxiety, pure, expert, without care, free from all pains, and so many qualities. Krishna is talking. You read. How to develop these qualities? ये quality हम अपने अंदर कैसे लाएंगे? All qualities you have. Soul has all these qualities, but there is a covering. That is why these qualities are not seen. So then you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Cheto darpanam arjanam. When you chant, it is like cleansing the mirror of the heart. When the mirror is cleansed, you can see yourself. The true you, the true soul will shine like the midday sun. It will shine. And then Krishna speaks the last verse of this chapter. ये तो धर्मामृतम इदम यथोक्तम परिपासते श्रद्धाधान मत्परमा भक्तास्ते अतीव में प्रिय. This is Sudama has come to Krishna and Krishna is worshipping Sudama. But Sudama does not become God. Those who follow this imperishable path of devotional service and who completely engage themselves with faith, making me the supreme goal, are very, very dear to me. अतीव में प्रिय, अत्यंत प्रिय हो जाते हैं. श्रद्धा धान मत परमा, जो मुझे परम मानते हुए पूर्ण श्रद्धा से यथोक्तम परिपासते, भक्ति के पथ पे, धर्म अमृतम इदम, ये अमृत का पथ है, इस पे चलते हैं, भक्ति करते हैं तो मुझे अतीव प्रिय हो जाते हैं. एंड ऑल दिस यू कैन अटेन जस्ट बाय चैंटिंग हरे कृष्णा. सिर्फ हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र जप करके और भगवद गीता पढ़ के आप ये सारे गुण अपने अंदर ला सकते हैं. ओनली बाय चैंटिंग हरे कृष्णा. बस ध्यान से जप कीजिए, उच्चारण कीजिए और सुनिए. Chant as attentively as you can. Endeavor with faith that Krishna will help us. If we try to chant, Krishna will help us. So let us chant. And then we'll take some questions. Okay. 3, 2, 1, start. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I am putting on mute. सब लोग अपना अपना मंत्र सुने. मैं म्यूट पे कर रहा हूँ और ध्यान से सुने. जितना ध्यान से सुनेंगे उतना हृदय जल्दी शुद्ध होगा. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Yes. Now let us take some questions. किसी को भी रात को नींद नहीं आती, आप चैंटिंग कीजिए. किसी को भी नींद नहीं आती, भगवत गीता पढ़िए. आजकल बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. पीपल आर नॉट एबल टू स्लीप. चैंट एंड रीड, यू विल स्लीप. Even if you are not sleeping, you will be so spiritually surcharged because of chanting. Yes. Any questions? No questions today? Yes, you can unmute and ask.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
प्रभु जी, मैं जानना चाहता हूँ अहम ब्रह्मास्मि का क्या मतलब होता है?
अहम ब्रह्मास्मि बहुत सिंपल है. अहम मतलब मैं, ब्रह्म मतलब स्पिरिचुअल तत्व मतलब आत्मा, अस्मि मतलब हूँ, मैं आध्यात्मिक हूँ. ब्रह्म मतलब स्पिरिचुअल, भौतिक नहीं, आध्यात्मिक. तो मैं आध्यात्मिक हूँ. यस, मैं आत्मा हूँ. सही बात है. मतलब अहम ब्रह्मास्मि मतलब मैं आत्मा हूँ. सिंपल.
थैंक यू प्रभु जी.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
जी, उसमें लिखा है, मतलब बताया आपने कि मतलब जितने भी जीव हैं सबको समान मानना चाहिए, काइंड फ्रेंड टू एवरी लिविंग एंटिटीज. तो मतलब जो हमारे साथ हिंसा करते हैं, जो हमें कष्ट पहुंचाते हैं, तो उनके साथ भी समान भाव रखना है कि मतलब उनको कुछ मतलब अधिकार है, मतलब कि हम.
देखो, जो आपके साथ हो रहा है वो आपका कर्म है. उसमें वो क्या कर सकता है.
जी.
दुर्योधन को, कर्ण को, भीष्म को किसने मारा? कृष्ण ने मारा. अर्जुन तो सिर्फ एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट मान रहा है. अर्जुन का क्या दोष है?
जी.
लेकिन कुछ पशु है. मान लीजिए आप जंगल में जा रहे हैं, सांप आपको काटने के लिए आ रहा है, तो आप सांप को अपने अपने बचाव के लिए सांप को मार भी सकते हैं. ये शास्त्र में लिखा है. सांप, बिच्छू ये कुछ ऐसे जहरीले होते हैं, बाकी तो नहीं. इंसान को नहीं मारना. हाँ,
जितने इंसान नहीं, जो ऐसे जो जीव होते हैं जो हमें कष्ट पहुंचाते हैं, उनकी बात कर रहा था मैं.
हाँ तो ठीक है. मच्छर वच्छर के लिए तो आप मच्छरदानी लग, जितना हो सकता है बचाना चाहिए, उनको मारना नहीं चाहिए.
ओके सर.
और मच्छर आ रहा है, आप मार दोगे? मार दोगे? ऐसे मार दोगे? क्यों? वो इलेक्ट्रिक रैकेट रख दे, क्यों? अरे भाई, आप मच्छरदानी लगाओ, ऑल आउट लगाओ. ऑल आउट से लोग भाग जाते हैं. आजकल मरते नहीं ऑल आउट से. तो मच्छरदानी लगा लो. आप मार क्यों रहे हो उसको भी जीने का अधिकार है. आप भी कभी मच्छर थे.
जी.
नेक्स्ट.
धन्यवाद.
नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
हरे
Mine is a little bit difficult because of yesterday's quiz. Our last thoughts when we die, you know. Now there are two case studies. One is where a non-devotee calls Narayan and he's saved. And there is Bharat king who looks at the deer and takes the janma of a deer. So when we name our children, or we call out the name, what will matter, the thought or the name?
So in case of non-devotee, if he is calling out Krishna, he'll definitely be saved. So
Yes.
name also matters and thought also matters. For Bharat Maharaj, he was thinking about deer.
Mhm.
So Bharat Maharaj is a special case. Krishna is teaching us, if you're thinking about deer, you will become deer. Yam yam vapi smaram bhavam tyajante ante kalevaram tam tam eveti konte sada tad bhava bhavitam. Krishna is not talking about the externals. Krishna is talking about bhava. आपका भाव क्या है मृत्यु के समय?
Mhm.
Where you will go.
Right, Prabhuji.
But
So what
definitely,
happens?
if bhav is not proper, but still someone is calling out his son Gopal or his son Krishna, then he will be protected. He may not go to Vaikuntha, but he will be given protection.
But for example, you use the name Gopal. Suppose I'm calling out Gopal or Govind or Mohan, but my mind is going to the people who are named that way, you know.
That is what I'm saying. Even if
Yeah.
your mind is going somewhere else, but you are chanting the name, so some protection will be, given. You will not go to hell.
Haribol. Yes.
The protection. That is why Prabhupada said, keep practicing Hare Krishna mantra. Even your bhava is not there, this practice will purify you. That is why we should practice so much of chanting before we face the death, so that bhava also comes in line with the mantra.
Thank you, Prabhuji. I please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mataji is speaking from somewhere from the clouds, somewhere from the heavenly planets. The sound is vibrating.
I'm so sorry, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, last time twice I came to ISKCON Juhu and I saw all devotees जब साष्टांग प्रणाम कर रहे थे तो चारों दिशाओं में कर रहे थे. मतलब भगवान के सामने डायरेक्ट नहीं, मतलब आप समझे, मैंने देखा.
समझ गए.
वो क्यों करते हैं इस तरीके से?
तो कैसे करना चाहिए? मान लीजिए यहाँ भगवान है आपके सामने, तो आप ऐसे करते हैं.
हाँ.
ऐसे क्यों करते हैं?
मेरा सवाल है ना, ये था कि डायरेक्ट भगवान के सामने नहीं कर रहे थे, इन ऑल डायरेक्शन.
मैं आपसे वही पूछ रहा हूँ.
हाँ.
हमारे यहाँ प्रणाम कैसे होता है? जैसे भगवान मेरे लेफ्ट में है तो मैं ऐसे प्रणाम करता हूँ. समझ गया मैं आपका क्वेश्चन, इसलिए बोला मैं प्रश्न समझ गया. मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ भगवान को मैं सामने डायरेक्ट प्रणाम क्यों करूं, ये बताइए.
क्योंकि वो हमारे सामने समक्ष हैं.
ओके, तो भगवान ने कहीं बोला है क्या कि ऐसे प्रणाम करो? शास्त्रों में लिखा है जब भगवान को प्रणाम करते हैं तो भगवान हमारे लेफ्ट साइड में होने चाहिए. ये शास्त्रों में लिखा है. ये तो सब गलत करते आ रहे हैं, इसलिए मैं पूछा आप क्यों कर रहे हैं. वो पता नहीं है. बहुत लोगों से पूछे क्यों कर रहे हैं, पता नहीं. प्रभुपाद के पास एक इंटरव्यूअर आया अमेरिका में, तो उसने पूछा स्वामी जी ये मिट्टी क्यों लगाई है सर पे? तो प्रभुपाद ने बोला वो छोड़ो, तुमने टाई क्यों पहनी है बताओ. पता नहीं टाई क्यों पहनी. अब मैं बताता हूँ मिट्टी क्यों लगाई है, लेकिन उसको ये नहीं पता. इसलिए मैंने आपसे पूछा था ऐसे क्यों प्रणाम करें. वो पता ही नहीं हम लोग को, बस चला आ रहा है प्रथा. बट शास्त्रों में लिखा हुआ है कि जब आप प्रणाम करते हैं तो ऐसे प्रणाम करना है. चारों दिशाओं में प्रणाम नहीं कर रहे हो, भगवान को ही प्रणाम कर रहे हैं भक्त, लेकिन वो ऐसे प्रणाम करते हैं.
थैंक यू प्रभु जी.
आप बॉम्बे में रहते हैं तो हमारा हर सैटरडे को प्रोग्राम होता है, यू शुड कम ऑफलाइन.
प्रभु जी मैं 2 टाइम से आ रही थी, फिर ये ऑनलाइन शुरू हो गया.
अभी चालू हो गया, अभी ऑफलाइन चालू हो गया सैटरडे से. So
मैं जरूर आऊंगी और आपके भी दर्शन करूंगी.
Next Saturday you can come. Okay. I saw you chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra along with your daughter in the video. Good. Parents should take responsibility of their kids. जन्म दिया है भाई, कुत्ते बिल्ली के जैसे छोड़ मत दो, उनको भक्ति सिखाओ.
थैंक यू प्रभु जी. आपने
जन्म दिया, उनको भक्ति सिखाइए. Many parents, बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स के बच्चे मैं दिख रहा हूँ वीडियो में चैंटिंग कर रहे हैं. Okay, next question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear you very much.
Okay. Yes, sir. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, my question is, I saw one story about one boy. He's from Gurugram, okay, and he's actually pursuing his BTech in BTech engineering from IIT Delhi, okay. And meanwhile, only he took the decision. One day, he took the decision to become a sannyasi, okay, to just leave all the thing and just took the decision to become a sannyasi without convincing his parents, without giving prior information to his parents. And then when his parents went to the ISKCON Gurugram, then when they saw their child as a sannyasi, so in spite of seeing them also, he didn't change his decision. So as you told that in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling us that we have to do our prescribed duties, and not we have to do all our prescribed duties what we are made for. Okay, what is our duty? We have to do like that. So Guruji, my question is, what he did, was it correct? Because his duty is to serve his parents and serve his family.
Okay, you can mute yourself because then some echo is coming. Yes, he has not taken sannyas. Now there are case to case basis, so we cannot say what is about his case. Then I'm giving general answer. So that is not sannyas, that is brahmachari. I'm a brahmachari, I'm not a sannyasi. So brahmachari, one can take brahmachari ashram even at everyone from birth who is not married is kind of brahmachari. But when he accepts guru and serves guru in his ashram, he is known as brahmachari. So he has become brahmachari. Now, why, what detail he has not convinced parents, he is not, I cannot say, because the case I am not aware about. But in general, yes. What is prescribed duty? Krishna is telling, worship me, become my bhakta, preach about my message. So do you think that working in a factory or in a company is a prescribed duty? Someone who is able to take up a higher duty, he should not be pulled down to take up a lower duty. Someone who's married, he has to work, earn money, take care of wife, take care of children. So he has, but who likes to work? Do you like to go to office and work? That is not prescribed. That is not karma. That is vikarma. But okay. Now what can be done? Whatever best we can do in Kali Yuga, we are doing. So if someone is inspired because previous life he has done a lot of bhakti, so then next life he gets inspired and he is not worried about other things and he becomes a brahmachari. Now what about his parents? The question comes, parents have given birth, so he has some duty towards his parents. If you become, or if he becomes, that boy becomes a chief minister of Delhi and he is busy serving the population of Delhi, will his parents be taken care by government of Delhi? Yes, they'll get good accommodation, they'll get good food, they'll get security, they'll get good car. Son is busy. So if son is busy in government service and government is taking care of the parents, do you think if son is busy in Krishna's service, Krishna will not take care of the parents? Will Krishna not take care of the parents? Then, but parents are not happy. That is their karma. There are so many parents in India whose children are with them, but parents are not happy. And the reason for their unhappiness is their children. How many parents are there who are in misery because of their own children? How many children are there who are in a miserable situation because of their parents? So this all is karma. His parents, whatever happiness and suffering they have to face in their life, they'll face. But because if son becomes a devotee of Krishna, Krishna will make sure the parents are purified of their previous karma quickly by giving some problem. They are purified and they also get an opportunity to go back to Krishna. Because son is practicing bhakti. Even though mother and father are not practicing, they will get an opportunity to go back home. So tell me, who is doing his prescribed duty better? This boy or that boy who completes his IIT education and goes to America and parents are alone here and he is sitting in America? Or that boy who's taking a job and staying with parents, but he is not respecting his parents? Or that boy who gets married and his wife is torturing the parents of the boy? Which parents are more happy? Who is doing his prescribed duty? So we have to understand. I just gave you a very small glimpse, but there are many details to it. I don't know about that case, but you ask the question. So some general principle I'm taking. If you serve Krishna, Krishna will take care of everything. Okay. Krishna is telling Arjuna to fight. So many men will die. Who will take care of their wives? Who will take care of their sisters? Who will take care of their mothers? Arjuna is worried. Krishna will say, I'll take care. Why? You worried. You fight. You do your duty. I'll take care of them. So Krishna will take care. Ultimately, Krishna is the protector. You cannot protect your son. You cannot protect your daughter. You cannot protect your brother, sister, wife. You cannot protect your mother and father. There are people whose fathers have died in COVID. There are people who are mothers and died in COVID. There are parents whose children have died in COVID. What can they do? Nothing. They cannot protect. Only protection will come from Krishna. Krishna is the ultimate protector. So remember that. To serve Krishna, everything else will be taken care of. Okay, next question.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. How Bhagavad Gita can help me in my competitive exam preparation?
Okay. How Bhagavad Gita will help our Anirudh Yadav Prabhu in his competitive exam. First of all, Bhagavad Gita will give you knowledge that you are soul. Second, Bhagavad Gita will give you peace of mind. Until unless you have peace of mind, you cannot study. Do you agree with me? So many students are trying to study, but they cannot study. They open the book and the mind is gone. खुली आंख से सपना देखता है. So by studying Bhagavad Gita and by chanting Hare Krishna, your mind will be peaceful and intelligence will be sharp. So whatever your teacher is teaching you or whatever you study from your books, because your intelligence is sharp, you can understand very quickly. And you can focus because mind is under control. So now you understand how Bhagavad Gita and chanting of Hare Krishna mantra will help you in your competitive exam. And in case you clear the exam, you will not claim that I am the person. No. You will say, my dear Lord Krishna, it is your mercy I cleared the exam. And if you cannot clear the exam because of karma, then you will not become upset. You will still go to Krishna, my dear Lord, I tried. Whatever result you gave, I'm satisfied. Now please tell me, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to again prepare for exam or do you want me to take something else? Then Krishna will tell you, go to Guru and Guru will guide you. So that is how Bhagavad Gita guides our entire life journey. Every stage Bhagavad Gita will guide you. Every stage. People who are studying for competitive exams, because of the stress, they smoke, they drink, they cannot study. And if they fail, they commit suicide. If they pass, then they go and have a party with liquor. So everything is just spoiled if you are not a devotee. One who becomes a devotee by reading Bhagavad Gita, chanting Hare Krishna, everything auspicious. Everything is proper. One who's not a devotee, go outside. You know, you are staying outside in the society. You see how people are without Bhagavad Gita and without Hare Krishna mantra. They're suffering. They're foolish. Why foolish? Because they are bewildered. They do not know. Asatyera satyakari mani. They are thinking, they accept false as truth and truth as false. Why? Because they don't have knowledge. They're in ignorance. They do not have knowledge. What is truth? What is not truth? So they are confused. That's why Bhagavad Gita will help you.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will find one lecture, a short lecture, maybe 8 minutes or less than 8 minutes. How to concentrate. Hear that lecture. It's based on one of the shloka Bhagavad Gita, very important for students, how to increase your concentration. So hear that.
Probably there are a few questions in chat box, reading that. Aditya Rajput is asking, if Arjuna says, I want to see you in four-handed form, this means Vishnu avatar existed before Krishna, which Arjuna wishes to see.
So if I am sitting in this room and my father is also sitting in this room, so if I go outside of the room first and then after half an hour my father comes, so then does that mean that I become the father of my father? Just because Ram appeared before Krishna, so Ram is bigger. Ram is Supreme Lord, no doubt. But you know, Ram's father, Dashrath, used to worship Krishna. Dashrath had Krishna's deity, Murlidhar. So don't apply this, logic of our limited mind and understanding that who came first. Krishna is always there, Ram is always there, Narayana is always there, Vishnu they're always there. It's not that they are not there. They're always there. Everyone is there. You are also there. I am also there. Krishna speaks. Chapter 2, text number 12. All the kings were always there. They always existed. They are still existing. They will still exist after the death. So you also existed. It's not who came first. Everyone existed. It's so simple. But we apply our own material logic. That is where we are not able to understand. So that is why Krishna is talking that you should have faith. Next.
Pranav Shindako is saying we also want to come to Mayapur.
Yeah, so give him the detail. We have two different yatras to Mayapur. One is to Puri and Mayapur, and one is only to Mayapur for the youths, for boys. And one is for all the families. So the detail will be shared and you can come. Next question.
Seema Yadav Mataji is asking, Prabhu, I want to ask, why whenever I listen to Krishna's words and everything related to Krishna, tear comes in my eyes. I shall be happy, then why tear comes to my eyes?
खुशी के आंसू हैं, मजा लीजिए. खुशी के भी आंसू होते हैं. So just enjoy. But don't worry about the tears. Keep chanting, keep hearing. Next.
Mukesh who is asking, Prabhuji, what is service to Krishna? Is it similar to service in material world?
Service to Krishna is service to Krishna. For Krishna's service doesn't matter material or spiritual. Like if you chant Hare Krishna, it is spiritual. If you are here in your home and you prepare dinner and offer it to Krishna, that is spiritual. There is nothing called material. Even if you are in material world and serve Krishna, that service is spiritual because Krishna is spiritual. Krishna is absolute, so service becomes absolute. So for Krishna, material and spiritual, there is no difference. It's only for our understanding material and spiritual. When Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, he comes to Tihar jail, that does not mean that he is a prisoner. For him, he is still the king. He is still the Prime Minister. So for Krishna, there is no material spiritual. So whatever I understand from question, I try to give answer. If you want more clarification, you can ask further questions. Next.
Poonam Mataji is asking, Jitni Shakti, Utni Bhakti, or Jitni Bhakti, Utni Shakti? What is correct?
Both are correct. Both are correct. Whatever Shakti you have, you practice Bhakti. And जितना आप भक्ति करेंगे उतनी शक्ति मिलेगी. और फिर वो शक्ति मिलेगी, फिर वो सेवा में लगा देना. Next.
Chandrika Mataji is asking, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, if Lord Krishna has already killed Karna and others, then why he is insisting Arjuna to fight again?
Because Krishna wants Arjuna's name to be glorified. कृष्णा ने अंदर से मार दिया कर्ण को, भीष्म को, द्रोणा को, लेकिन ढांचा तो गिराना है. तो अर्जुन तुम तीर मारो, ढांचा गिरा दो और नाम पूरा तुम्हारा, ऐश्वर्य पूरा तुम्हारा, क्रेडिट पूरा तुम्हारा, गोल्ड मेडल तुम्हारा, मुझे नहीं चाहिए. सो कृष्णा अर्जुन को नाम देना चाहते हैं. ऐसा थोड़ी है कि अर्जुन तीर मारेगा तो अर्जुन को पुलिस पकड़ के ले जाएगी, इसीलिए कृष्णा नहीं मार रहे हैं. ये धर्म युद्ध है। यहाँ पे नाम तो अर्जुन का ही हुआ ना, मैन ऑफ द मैच तो अर्जुन को मिला, किया तो सब कृष्ण ने, लेकिन मैन ऑफ द मैच अर्जुन ले गया, क्योंकि कृष्ण चाहते हैं कि हमारे भक्तों का नाम हो, और भक्त चाहते हैं कृष्ण का नाम। नेक्स्ट,
Sanjay Vishwakarma Prabhu is asking how to control on our anger.
how to control our anger? It will take time, practice. So आप चैंटिंग चालू करिए, भगवद गीता पढ़िए. Anger comes from many different sources. One is ahankara, one is insecurity. So ये धीरे धीरे अनर्थ दबेंगे. आप चैंटिंग चालू करिए, anger will be controlled. Chanting and reading of Bhagavad Gita, anger will control. Next.
Darshan Gohil Prabhu is asking, Prabhuji, can we take you as our guru? I don't have any guru up till now.
Yeah, I am imparting the knowledge what I have received from my guru and Prabhupada. I am just connecting in parampara. So yes, you can connect further, and then we'll continue. Next.
Harshit Verma Prabhu is asking, how to introduce my 6-year-old brother in Bhakti?
6-year-old brother in Bhakti. So obviously he can chant. You teach him about Krishna, who's Krishna, and you teach him about Arjuna, you tell him about the 5 Pandava brothers. And we have children preaching also. We have online preaching to kids. So you can give your name and we'll connect your younger brother online preaching, and he can attend the classes. अभी थोड़ा कम हो गया है, but we are very soon. अभी स्कूल खुल गया ना, थोड़ा सा स्कूल की छुट्टियां आ जाएंगी ना, we'll do a summer camp and then we'll connect. But अभी भी आपका भाई को we can connect and he can always chant. 6 साल छोटा बच्चा नहीं है. कृष्ण ने 6 दिन की उम्र में पूतना को मार दिया था. आपका भाई तो 6 साल का है, हरे कृष्णा तो जब कर ही सकता है ना. सो चैंटिंग कराओ उसको हरे कृष्णा और उसको जोड़ो, connect him with the online preaching. You can send his number or your number, will connect. Zoom पे होता है हमारा classes. Yes, next.
2-3 more questions, Prabhuji. Pranav Shindau Prabhu is asking, Prabhuji, don't you think politicians using religion for their political desire, it isn't an offense to use Lord's name for material desire?
I don't think, I'm sure about it. Let them suffer. You practice. When we make more and more devotees, then we can have devotees as Prime Minister of India. We can have devotees as Chief Ministers. We can have devotees as Supreme Court and High Court judges. So we need to make devotees. Imagine if every IAS officer is a devotee, every judge is a devotee, then this world will become what? Bharatvarsh. So तब तक उनको जो करना है करने दो. Let us do our bhakti. Next.
Nirudh Yadav is asking, why Karna is not considered as great as Arjuna?
Because Karna has crooked mind. Karna was the one who told all the great leaders like Duryodhan, Ashwathama, Dronacharya, Kripacharya, Dushasan, Karna, all 6 of them, they killed Abhimanyu alone, which is adharma. His idea came from Karna. Karna only told Duryodhan that bring Draupadi in the assembly and make her naked, disrobe her. This idea came from Karna. So Karna spoke lies to his own Guru Parshuram. Karna disrespected many other people. So Karna is a cheater. He's not a devotee. How can he be compared to Arjuna? Even he may be great as a warrior, but still no match to Arjuna because his heart is contaminated. Next.
Question in chat box, Prabhuji.
Now there is, okay, one question is there. What is the best time to chant? The best time to chant is Brahma Muhurat. Morning 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. You can chant all day, but this best time, if you are asking, morning 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. This is the best time to chant Hare Krishna mantra. Yes. Next question.
Adnan Narang Prabhu is asking, whenever I chant Hare Krishna, a sense of confidence comes that I can do anything. Krishna is with me. Is this type of confidence is good or bad?
This confidence is good when you do more service for Krishna. This confidence is bad when you do things other than devotional service. If you have, okay, I have now got the confidence of by chanting Hare Krishna, so I will go out with my gun and I will kill people like Arjuna killed. No, don't do that. Is wrong confidence. Confidence comes, you engage yourself more in Krishna's service. You tell others about Krishna. Don't kill them. Kill the demoniac propensity in their heart by introducing them to Hare Krishna mantra. Tell your friends, everyone in the world you meet, that how Hare Krishna mantra is helping me. You also please chant, and you will also be happy after chanting Hare Krishna mantra. That is the confidence. Next. Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada.